Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. You know, I wanted to make my beds a little bigger. Okay, most folks try to make their beds smaller so they can have more grass, but in my case, my cryptomeria are coming out a little too far. They're growing, they're getting big, so I got to make some adjustments and that kind of thing. Around the edges here, over the past couple of years, I've noticed that they're a little more shady, they hold a little more water, they stay wet longer, and the turf is kind of, at certain times during the year, it thins out a little bit. And if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I'm just not going to have that. I'm not going for it. I'm anal as all get out about my grass, and I need it super dense and super thick and lush from the front of the property all the way to the back of the property, and from the side of the property to that side. I'm anal like that. So I'm not gonna cut my tree down because my trees they're here and I've worked hard on planting them, so that's not an option. So the other option I have is to get rid of a little bit of grass and to come out here where the turf is in a better condition, or a little bit better growing area. That's what I got going on here. I've got a little semi-microclimate that kind of goes all the way around the edge. I need to get rid of it and slide that out. So I'm going to show you a little simple way. You can do that with a tape measure, can of spray paint, and a string trimmer. So obviously the first thing I had to do was figure out how deep I wanted to go, or how far off the already existing bed is. So I chose 3 foot. I looked at 3, 4, and 5 foot, and 3 just seemed to make the most sense and looked the best, and obviously it got rid of the least amount of grass. So I'm going to come out here 3 foot, mark that, and I'll go about every 3 or 4 foot and put me a mark. And then basically all I'm going to do is come back and connect the dots. It's that simple. So I'm a lawn care company. Been in business almost 20 years now, and I like the Echo string trimmer. It's just the one I started with. It's one I like. This is the Echo SRM225. They tend to hold up for us pretty good. They're pretty inexpensive. I think you can pick one of these up at the Echo store for like $199 or something. For a homeowner, this is a killer string trimmer for a homeowner. Yeah, you're paying $200 for it, but I could almost bet it would last you a lifetime, especially if you take care of it. I'm not a salesman for Echo or anything like that. I like their stuff. I use it, and they make some that are much more expensive, but this one I think they're $199, maybe $2.25, something like that. But they're excellent string trimmers. So there's 2 ways you can hold this. Number 1, you turn the string trimmer upside down, grab it, the handle with your left hand, and then I'll use my pinky, see there? And that's how I throttle it up and down, with that pinky right there. I take my right hand, grab here. So now I've got the string trimmer upside down, holding it upside down like this. You can see the head unit, see how it spins, and see how my line is straight up and down. It's not cocked in like that, and it's not laid back like that. I'm straight up and down, just like so. And what I'm going to do here is use the string as a pencil. That's what I'm trying to do, is mark out my new bed that I'm trying to create. Now here's another way I've seen people do it, is you hold the string trimmer, the way you would normally hold it to actually trim, flip it upside down, and then you're gonna cock this end up like so, use your thumb to control the throttle, but you have to walk backwards, okay? See how I'd be walking backwards like this? And basically the string trimmer is in the same position except I'm either walking backwards or I have it like this and I'm walking forwards. When I'm moving and getting it done and edging out beds really quickly, I prefer to do it like this and walk forward. When I'm trying to go really, really slow and be super detailed, like I am right here, and really trying to stay on this line perfect, I'll actually walk backwards like this. Now here's your little tip on the string trimmer. Regardless of which way you walk, always make sure the head, when it's spinning, it's throwing the debris behind you, okay? Here's what I mean by that. Let's say you're left-handed and you're holding it this way. You wouldn't want to walk this way because the head unit is going to throw the material in front of you and it could come up and put your eye out, right? Same thing this way. You wouldn't want to walk backwards like this because the head unit throw material up in the air, it puts your eye out. So if I'm walking forward like this, or if I'm going backwards like this, either way, it's throwing the material back behind me, and it's behind me as I'm moving in the opposite direction instead of me walking in the same direction that the material is being thrown up off the ground. Now obviously this isn't going to cut the groove, that deep ditch-like groove between the two areas, between the new pine needles and the existing grass. It's not going to do that. It's a string trimmer. It's not designed to. But I'm simply doing this step right here to mark it out, to give me a good defined line, because I'm going to spray the inside here with Roundup, okay? And I want separation from the grass I'm going to spray Roundup on and the grass I want to keep. I need some kind of a physical barrier separation so that when I come down through here spraying, I don't accidentally get any Roundup on the grass I'm trying to keep. I hope that makes sense. But now once I get all this marked up with this, come back, spray it with Roundup. Once this dies off or begins to turn yellow and I know it's on its way out, then I'll come in here with a bed edger. Alright, so now you can see I've got a clear little line right here I've done with my string trimmer, just using it like a pencil. I'm going to come on the inside and I'm going to kind of scalp this little bit of an area down, maybe about this wide, a couple of inches or so. That way, when I come back and spray my Roundup, I don't have to get right up against the grass that I want to keep, and I don't have any danger of getting any Roundup on it, because if you do that, it's going to kill it. Now you can see what I'm left with here. Here's my nice straight line. Here's the grass I'm going to kill. Here's the grass I'm going to keep. Now for some of you, this may be good enough. You may not have to take it a step further, but I prefer a little bit deeper groove between my pine needles and my grass. So that's why I'll come back later and edge it, and I'll use this line right here as my guide. All right, well there you go. That's a pretty simple little trick. I've been doing it like that for a long time here on clients' yards, and just wherever you need that trick at, it's a pretty cool little thing to do. And you can use the equipment that you probably already have. Most folks that take care of their own yard, typically they're going to have a string trimmer, might have a can of spray paint laying around the house, and for the most part people have a tape measure. So hey, just a reminder, we're mid-February, transition zone, North Carolina, anywhere that your weather's going to be similar to ours. You're getting super close to putting down your first round of pre-emergent, really close to getting ready to start feeding the turf. So you're going to be checking them soil temps, make sure all that's in line. I know some of you guys are under snow and you ain't quite there yet, but hey, your day's coming. Just hang tight, and you'll be getting some sunshine and warmer weather here pretty soon. If you're kind of unsure about all this lawn care stuff and you want to have a nice yard, you want to have some nice grass, and you need step by step instruction on what to do, that's why I made my Cool Season Lawn Care Guide. I'll link it up in the description if it's something you want. When you get it, there's a beginner edition and estate edition for folks that have really large yards. There's an all liquid edition for people who really like spraying. And then there's an elite edition for those of you who want to just go all out, everything you can possibly do to the yard in the course of a year, all that's in that elite edition. And you buy one guide and you get all 4 editions. They're kind of all in that same email. You don't have to actually buy them individually. You get all 4 for that same cost. And that guide's going to take you step through step, tell you every single thing in detail, no matter where you live at in the country. And it's for cool season turf, fescue, Kentucky blue, ryegrass. And then my Bermuda grass guide, it should be ready in about 2 weeks for those of you with Bermuda. So hey, appreciate you watching. I got my hands full now. I've got to go all the way around my beds, which is a pretty good lick here. So it's going to take me a minute. Not sure I'll get done with it today. I'll probably bring my ABI force out here when it's time to edge these beds, and we'll video that and show you the edging out process and all. Say again, appreciate you watching. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I'll check you later.